Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. I've said it before, you really cannot allow the loss of one player to be the loss of your season. In Miami, that is definitely what is happening. Although kind of looking at the stats this morning, Tyler Huntley was the leading passer of the game. He had 96 yards, Mason Rudolph 85, and Will Levis 25, but I mean, they got to just get Ryan Tannehill in there. I don't think he's signed anywhere because they have plenty of weapons, and you just can't go down like that. And especially having Tua as your quarterback, I would think they would have plan B like all set and ready to go. And they did not. Now, the Packers, Malik Willis, I didn't know what to expect. I really, if you said that he's going to come in and win 2 games because of injury to Jordan Love, I'd be like, that would be great, but definitely not expected. So the Packers weathered the storm. Now, I did see a couple Twitter things. Again, we know any Yahoo could be on YouTube, pointing to myself right over here, but plenty of people are on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, saying crazy things. I've seen the demand for Malik Willis under center this week against the Rams. Jordan Love, Packers were just fine. We all know that, but it's always interesting. And it could be Vikings fans actually doing those posts. Anyways, all right, class is in session. Today is Tuesday, October 1st, lesson 34. It goes out to Shaq. I know Mr. 95 cents, Shaq is his main guy, but Shaq is also one of my guys, and I just wish he would have been a Bull. Charismatic person, big man in the paint, bringing down backboards. And now just his second career as an analyst, going back and forth with Charles Barkley and all the commercials he does. Who doesn't love Shaq? It was also a sad day yesterday, and I would never do this during the game, never want to show people up. When you're out there, playing in the back alley with your buddies, basketball, it gave plenty of finger waves after blocking shots, just like Dikembe Mutombo, he passed away, and also Pete Rose. And if I were ever to make it to the major leagues, I can just see myself diving headfirst into third base, all parts of my body off the ground, uniform as dirty as can be. That's the way that you play the game. So definitely a sad day losing those 2 players. Now, in 1932, the Babe Ruth called his shots. The Yankees did defeat the Cubs in the World Series. And I think we have confirmation of that happening. I don't know if it's an urban legend, one of those myths, but it's too good of a story to not be true. Let's go and find some composite football. We need that Brett Favre autograph. All right, here we go. And folks, this October 1st is a popular day in sports. There were all kinds of things I kind of mentioned today. And, here is the yearly lesson plan going by. I have the one from last year to make sure I don't double dip on too many things. Some things I just have to always mention, but, making sure I kind of keep things fresh here and plenty of information to give you next season. All right, let's get into this right here. And, talking with my buddies over the weekend, the way we got our Packer tickets, one of my buddies, his company does a lot of in-stadium graphics, and they are not associated with the Packers, but he does have, a job, or the NFL hires them to do a lot of their in-stadium graphics for certain teams and the Super Bowl. And the NFL draft is going to Green Bay, Wisconsin this year. So his company is going to be there. And we've been giving him all kinds of ideas. You need the sports card ripping teacher doing this, doing that. And I gave him the idea. They should have on your in-stadium games, there should be 2 kids. You give them a blaster box. They super rip the blaster box. And then whoever has the most cards of that team wins a $100 gift certificate to the pro shop, something like that. The possibilities are endless. Everyone loves cards, right? All right, Eddie George. Man, so looks like Will Levis, he's out. Mason Rudolph is in. And again, on Twitter, all kinds of people going crazy about Mason Rudolph. Lawrence Taylor Anthony Richardson, is he going to be back, or is Joe Flacco going to be playing this week? I don't know. I still do believe in Anthony Richardson. I mean, I still kind of believe in Justin Fields. It's way too early to write off any of these guys. Warren Moon, Earl Campbell, back-to-back right there. Who doesn't love those Oilers helmets? Brett Favre, there we go. Brett Favre on the Cosmic Chrome. Not autographed. Eli Manning on the Midnight. I don't think I have that one. Thurman Thomas, the Terminator. Oh, look at this here. Rob Gronkowski. I forget, this is, what are these called here? With little discos like that. But Rob Gronkowski, that's a nice little hit right there. Does it say on the back what it is? I got all this stuff. My wife told me a bunch of things at the start of the day today, and I'm forgetting what they call this version of the Topps Chrome. But having Gronk in it, that is a nice one right there. Sean Alexander. Bryce Young, got a little etching to that one right there. That's a sweet looking card. Again, too early to give up on Bryce Young as well. Got a nice little bend to the card. Probably J.J. Watt bent that card, wanting to get after, Bryce Young there maybe. But Mrs. Pavlona, shout out to her. That's one of her favorite players. Brian Westbrook. Anthony Richardson. Terrell Davis. That Super Bowl, he ran wild. And we were talking about that this weekend, actually. I think he had like double vision during the game. He had these migraines, and the Packers still couldn't stop him. Peyton Manning. Wayne Corbett. There's Gronk again. Modern Artist. What do we got right there? Darren Sproles and Emmitt Smith. Not a bad pack right there. Not a bad pack at all. Got the Gronk. I'll think of what that is called. But for now, class is dismissed.